everybody, welcome to Lifting with Arthritis. I'm Kevin Miller. Today's video I want to do is on lateral raises. It's one of my favorite exercises, and it's great for broadening your shoulders, which is why I love it. I was born with really knobby, narrow shoulders, and it's helped to widen them. It's really good. It works the side delt right here, so it really rounds them out and broadens them. It's great exercise, it's great. But it's also one of the exercises I see people mess up at the gym the most. And even if a little tweak can save you some shoulder damage down the road. If you're doing it wrong, you can really just get some impingement in your shoulder, which will cause you problems down the line. So to avoid that, watch this video. So to start off with, what I see people doing the most is using too heavy weight. You see them flipping the weight up, using momentum to get the weight up. And what you got to do is check your weight, check your ego at the door, and just lighten the weight and do the exercise right. It doesn't matter if you're only doing 5 pounds, which is what's great for this for arthritis. I mean, you don't want to do too heavy weights anyways, and this exercise you don't need heavy weight to get a good workout out of it. Another thing I see people do is most people are taught to do the exercise standing straight up and coming straight up and straight down. That's not necessarily a wrong way to do it, really, but if you really want to target the delt, what you want to do is bend your knees a little bit and lean forward a little bit. Tighten your core, tighten your back. Tighten your back, you're almost like you're doing a deadlift. You tighten your back and hunch forward a little bit, lean forward a little bit. Take the weight from here and go up. And if you go up, it focuses on the delt. If you're straight up, it's kind of hitting the front delt instead of the side. And what you want is this, the side delt, to get all the impact. So you lean forward just a little bit and come up, and it focuses all the way right there. Two other things you see people do is they bend their arms like this, like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You want to keep your arms straight. Obviously, the heavier the weight, the more you're going to bend your arms. So a 10%, maybe 15% bend is perfectly fine. And if you're going real heavy and your arthritis is feeling good, you can go heavy that day, fine. Maybe you want to use just a little momentum, cheat a tiny bit maybe, but, don't bend your back. If you want to bounce a little bit when you do it, that's fine, but don't bend your back. Keep your back steady, tight, maybe a slight bend, and come up. And another tweak that I recently learned maybe a year ago, helps a lot, is when you do it, bend your hands up. A lot of people are taught to tilt their hands this way. They're taught tilting their hands this way because if you look, that kind of puts the focus on your side delt as well, but that causes impingement over time. So don't do that. Instead, lean forward, arch your back, and put your hands up. Putting your hands up, see that? Tightens it that much more. So like you're going up like this. Quick demonstration. So I'll demonstrate it from the front and then from the side. Slight bend in the knees, weight out in front of you, arch your back, tighten your core, and you just come up like that. Up like that. And you don't need to go higher than parallel of your shoulders, okay? That's another thing as well. So up like that. Up like that. And I'll show you from the side. So you can see, slight bend, arch your back, tighten your core. Up. Just like that. Now I want to show you one other thing, a really good tip. Whenever you do an exercise, I find it's really great to attack the same muscle in different ways. So what a good thing to do is after you do that exercise, if you want to continue to work on the delts, broaden your shoulders, take a pair of bands and just work the top of the movement. So instead of going all the way up and all the way down, you can stand on the bands, or if you're at the gym, you can use the cables. Cables work great as well. And just do the top motion, like this and like that. So just doing that top part of the exercise. That way, your muscle stays tight the whole time. And that's the hardest part of the exercise anyways, is right here, the top of the movement. So just do that. I don't have bands light enough to do that with at my house right now. So what I've been doing is using plates from my barbell. One thing I found is you don't have to let anything stop you when you're working out. Whether it's the home gym, or whether you're working out at a gym, there's always a way to get around a problem. So, first piece of workout equipment I had was 2 bricks taped to a broomstick. Do whatever you got to do to get that exercise in. So what I've been doing, like I said, just using plates. These are only 10-pound plates. And what I also been doing is sitting down. Any exercise I can do, any exercise you can do standing up, you want to do standing up. It makes it a more athletic movement. It works the whole body. It engages your core more. So if you can do it standing up, do it. I do this exercise sitting down because it's a harder exercise. So the tendency is to want to start swinging and sheeting and throwing it up there. When you sit down with your flat against the bench is all the way straight up and down. Your back flat against the bench. It forces you to not be able to cheat. So you really get a good exercise in that way. So I'll demonstrate it real quick. Just sit flat against the back, and you're just doing the top part of the movement. Up like this, halfway down, no more than halfway. Up and down, just like that. And what you want to do is when you do this, high reps. This is not like, if you're feeling good when you're doing the lateral raises and you want to do heavy weight, fine, do it as long as you're practicing proper movement. That's fine. But with this exercise, really, no matter how good you're feeling, it's a better exercise to stay with the light weight, do high reps. Keep that muscle working the whole time. That's pretty much it. I don't think I had anything else on the subject. Any future videos you want to see, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Look forward to your comments. Thank you very much. God bless.